Here on ESPN, it's Manchester City 0, Dynamo Dresden 0. Let me tell you about some of the games we've got coming up over the course of the next week or so. City themselves back in action here in Innsbruck against Besiktas. And that's on Friday at 5:30. Then Newcastle-Fenerbahce Saturday. And it will be followed by Liverpool against Toronto. But for now, we're concentrating on Manchester City's match against Dynamo Dresden. It has to be said that goal-mouth action has been a little bit sparse in the opening 45 minutes. Kind of chance for Carlos Tevez in the opening 10 minutes. And that was probably City's best spell of the game. Certainly in terms of possession, they were much the dominant of the two teams in the opening 15-20 minutes or so. But as the half wore on, Dynamo came back into it. 13 minutes on the clock when they had their first half chance, and their striker Pote has been lively. He's made some good runs, got himself into some good positions inside the penalty area without being able to find a way through. 16-year-old Marco Lopez has again been given a chance to shine in the starting lineup by Roberto Mancini. And this was his best moment of the half. Yaya Toure at the heart of it in the midfield. Good movement off the ball from Lopez. Just came back to him there, Aguero shielding the ball from the defence and giving him some space, but he couldn't get it past the first line of defence. Carlos Tevez himself then got himself into position. You see him on the bottom left-hand side of your picture. Has been sitting in a slightly deeper position at times, and it opened up for him to have a crack. 25 yards from goal, he fired a couple of yards wide. But the longer the half went on, the better Dynamo Dresden played. Troyan, the vastly experienced Czech international midfielder, had their first real chance of note. Number 8 inside the penalty area, finding some space rather alarmingly, but sending a header wide of Kostel Pantelemon's left-hand post. You can see that nobody was picking him up as he got in between the midfield and back four. To find that little bit of space, he should really have made more of the chance. Pantelimon himself has had very little to do, but had one very nervy moment as he tried to field a long-range shot and take it on the bounce. Ended up spilling it. And a good reaction saved the day. Troyan again, the heart of the move. Papadopoulos with the effort. Spilled by Pantelimon, who got back to his feet very quickly in an effort to tip Pote's subsequent shot round the post. Just found it himself on the half volley there, Pantelimon, as he got his hands underneath the ball. Unfortunately, his body was behind it to stop a Massimo Taibi moment. And then in the closing moments of the half, Dynamo again got the ball out wide, and this is where they have looked dangerous. Chopin with the cross, and Pote with the header that went wide, with Pantelimon not having a save to make that tie. Good movement inside the penalty area, with Toure, the defender that went with him. But Pote sent his header wide. But we would expect that Roberto Mancini